Hey guys, welcome back to Wiley and Company. Thank you for stopping in here today. Today we're going to make the tasty cinnamon swirl sourdough bread. And it's going to be like a three-part situation where we make the actual cake. We got to make the filling for the cake, and we also got to make the glaze for the cake. But the first step is to make the dough. And so here is a list of all the ingredients. We got everything we need right here. Now, as you notice on the list, there's three parts. There's the first part, the middle part, and the last part. So we're working on the first part here. We got 2 cups of flour. We have a half teaspoon of salt. We have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We got a half teaspoon of baking soda. 3/4 cup of sourdough discard. We got 8 tablespoons of butter, melted, 1 stick. We got 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're gonna go ahead and take our eggs our butter. Our eggs aren't in yet. This is just butter. We're gonna put that in. I think that's a cup of butter, if I'm not mistaken. So we got 2 cups of flour, a half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 cup of sourdough discard, which I don't know how you're going to get that. My wife, she's going to be coming in here in a little bit, but she's not here right now, so I can't really ask her about that. But I guess you people that know about this stuff, y'all know what that is. But anyway, so we need 8 tablespoons of butter. We do have this, the sourdough discard. So we got the 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 eggs. And that's going to make this dough that we're making now, this bread dough that we're making. So we're going to go ahead and get the sourdough discard right there. We're going to go ahead and get that in there. Put it all in there. Now we're going to put our 2 large eggs in from 2 large chickens. Yeah, they're not wanting to lay on us too good right now. Alright, we put that in. And then we want to go ahead and get the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract here. And put that in. So we're going to go ahead and put in the other ingredients. So you go ahead and put in the rest of your sour cream. Stir that up. Then put your 3 cups of flour in. And then you might as well go ahead and put your 1 tablespoon of cinnamon in. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the baking powder and the baking soda. And we're going to stir it up really good until we get something about like this. Now we're going to move on to the cinnamon swirl portion of the cinnamon swirl cake. And let's make the cinnamon swirl part here that we're going to put in the middle of it like a sandwich. Now what's this? Oh, okay, I had to get extra because there wasn't enough in the little cup. And then we're going to put a half a cup of brown sugar. in here. We put that in there, a half a cup. Go ahead and stir it on. Now this will be used for the middle and the top layer of the cake later. Okay, that looks good. Pre-grease pan to put your loaf in. You could also line the pan with parchment paper if you don't want to go the oiling route, but it might be a little harder to get it out, not sure. So we're going to put half of this into the pan. And we're going to level that out. But it will be worth it, of course. So what we're doing here, guys, is we're taking half of the loaf dough and we're putting it in, and then the other half will be the other top half. We're going to use the cinnamon sort of like to make a sandwich. And we put the first piece of bread down. Now we got the middle, whatever we're making this sandwich out of, the cinnamon here, and then we're going to put another layer of the cinnamon cake dough on top of this. So you can see it's all spread out pretty evenly, pretty nicely there. We're going to take this dough here and we're going to put it on top of the cinnamon. Now one of the things about doing this is because the cinnamon is like a granular sugar, and so this stuff doesn't really want to stick down to it like it's sticking to something solid, a solid base. So you probably got to work it with your hand tools there to get it all nice and even and level and spread out appropriately. Alright guys, so here now we're only going to use half the cinnamon that we made earlier for the middle part, and then the other half is going to go on top again. We put the middle part in, we put the other half of the loaf in, and then we go over the top again with more cinnamon. And then we're going to do a little swirling here. Then we're going to take a knife or a spatula or some kind of tool and make swirls in this. See, I don't know what I'm doing because I've never done this. But my wife's going to jump in here and show me how to do it. The boss. At any time here. There she goes. So she's thinking really a lot bigger than what I was thinking. So she's just showing me how to get it done here. And then I'm going to give it one more little try. And then, after this is done, we'll be ready to put it into the oven. And we're going to bake this for 1 hour, guys. So we just move it around, get it all level. And then we're going to go ahead and stick it into the toaster oven. And then once it's ready, we'll be right back out with it. And now we got to move to making the glaze portion.
Okay.
Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and make the glaze for the cinnamon swirl bread here. And what you need is you need about a 1/4 cup of confectionery or powdered sugar. And you just need a little bowl, and you need some good water. And then just flip this in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what do? Just add a little bit of water.
Just a teeny bit. You want it, that's probably too much. Yeah, you're gonna have to add,
Because this sugar really absorbs the water very quickly.
so you're gonna have to add more sugar.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright, well that ain't gonna make much there anyway, is it?
No.
Right.
Did you do a 1/4 cup or a half?
A 1/4 cup.
Is that what I told you?
I think you said 1/4 to a half. I know you guys haven't seen much of Wiley in this episode so far, but don't worry, he's right back there. Here's a Wiley alert for you. And when you close your sugar up, you want to make sure and close it real tight so moisture doesn't get in it. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Because this will draw moisture out of the air. Alright, does that look like about enough?
Just yeah, leave it open. You might need more. You definitely don't need any more water.
I'm a rookie. I haven't done this
I should have told
before.
you to sprinkle it on there.
You know, I'm waiting for instructions.
Don't feel bad. I've taken many times where I put too much water and had to keep adding powdered sugar.
I don't feel bad at all.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, this looks like it's probably going to be good. Consistency.
Just a little bit more. You want it thick. Almost where it barely dribbles.
Oh, sweet tooth, huh? Okay. Alright. I just need
A smidgen. Whoa.
a smidgen. That's something you get with your fingers. Alright. So, I haven't been fired yet, guys. It's what, a week and a half on the job or something? 2 weeks on the job?
How can I fire you, my husband, who's cooking?
Well, that's true. And guys, we've cooked a lot of stuff since that last video we put up. Well, I haven't. My wife has. She cooked the ham. What else did she cook, honey? No, we made more bologna, fried bologna sandwiches.
Sourdough rolls.
Sourdough rolls. Yeah.
All right, you don't have to start.
Look, that looks good.
Pull
That's
it up.
about the right consistency.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know?
Okay.
Thank you, thank you. All right, well. So we have basically about 10 more minutes left on this cinnamon twist of bread here, and once that's out, we'll apply this glaze.
Once it cools.
Once it cools. And then we'll show you the final product there, how it looks, and we'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back. We got the cinnamon swirl bread out of the cooling period here. And now we're going to go ahead and put this glaze on it. How do you do this? I'm a newbie, you gotta tell me.
You just kind of hold it up a little over. No. Hold it on the spoon. Take some on the spoon and just drizzle it. Yeah, like that. Back and forth, like a no.
Oh, like
yeah,
this.
like that.
Okay. So you gotta be a little specific when you're dealing with newbies. Well, doesn't that look good?
Yeah, you can let it drip down the side if you want. I recommend you put it on a tray. It doesn't have to necessarily be on a rack, but if you're going to put the glaze on it.
Oh, we need some in here.
Yep.
Alright.
So just going over again, because I don't know if we have it on the recipe, the glaze was almost a 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. It looks good.
Alright. And now we're going to cut it, or?
Yeah, you want to cut it because
Alright.
so we can see the cinnamon swirl inside. Yeah.
Alright, let's cut a slice of this. How thick you want it? Half inch, inch.
That's good, yeah. That's what you want. Is that beautiful swirl in there.
Yep. Right on. Alright guys, well, you see what we made here. Hope that helps you out. It's good bread, and Wiley is loving it too, and he's wanting to get that piece right there really bad. But if you got any kind of entertainment or information out of the video, we'd appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up and a like and a subscription. And who knows what we're going to be coming at you with next time, but we got something up our sleeve, so just stay tuned and we'll catch you on the next one. God bless, take care.